Okay, so I completely forgot that I was doing this for Spanish, but what you do is you get some flour, you get some egg, and you get some like ice water, and you make it into a dough. You knead the dough, and then you get it nice and smooth. A lot of people do it like this with normal bread so that it can make like a little ball. And then you chill it in your fridge for like an hour. So a lot of people know Argentina for their beef. This is me trying to make my own filling because my ground beef isn't thawed yet. So I'm just going to put it in my food processor blender and make my own. Okay, so my camera person ran away, so I have you on my blender. Now, you have to dice up your onion, because I'm doing a beef, onion, and cheese filling. And once you have your onions finely diced, you're going to saute them in a pan with your beef. And I'll probably throw in some garlic, because garlic makes literally everything better. And then once you have that and your dough's ready, okay. I'm trying my hardest to open this thing of bacon to add in, just because I feel like it would be great. And it is the hardest part of this entire process. Like, I can't do it. I have to actually use my knife, which I hate doing because you should never do that. You should treat your knife like you would treat your girlfriend. Okay, so I did have a video of me cutting the bacon, but my sister decided she needed to shout at everybody. So once you get your bacon cut up, I decided to add bacon, by the way, just because it tastes great. Once you get your bacon all cut up, usually you'll want to have your bacon kind of like cooled so it cuts easier, but it's whatever. You get it, you throw it in the pan. Like, I'm gonna do it before my onions so that I can cook my onion and bacon fat, because I mean, who doesn't like Okay, I know this is gonna be like weird, but I have you on my like overhead fan. Have your heat at like medium low and put it in before the pan gets hot so that it lets out like more fat, and it renders it better. Once you have it browned, you throw in your onions and then take that out, put in your ground beef, cook that out, and then you can make your filling. Second step, season all parts of your food, all your different ingredients, because you want all parts of it to taste good. Don't add salt to your bacon cooking though, because bacon already has a lot of salt in it. Okay, so once your bacon is a bit more browned and it's let out a lot more fat, you can throw in your onion. Now, your onion, you're gonna cook this until it's translucent, so you can see through it a little bit. For the garlic, it's real easy. You just get it, put it on your knife, and then press down. A lot of people, oh God, I have like 3 in here. A lot of people like to do the really fun part where you just go and just slam it down, because then it makes it really easy to get rid of all the excess skin. Pro tip, by the way, if you don't want to get salmonella, clean your board between uses if you're doing like meat. So if you get like raw meat, you got like bacon or ground beef, clean it between uses so you don't get everybody sick. Once your food's been cooking for a bit, you can add your garlic, and you add it later in because it burns a lot easier than onion and bacon. So make sure you put it in later and not like right at the beginning, or you'll get like burnt garlic, and then that'll taste really bitter and it will really ruin the rest of your food. With a bit of the leftover fat, it doesn't matter if you get all the onions out, because you're not cooking this for too long. You get your rest of your ground beef, actually, just in general. Put it in. Make sure you scrape out all this stuff, because beef is, you know, expensive nowadays because everything's more expensive. And just cook this until browned. This will have a good amount of fat in it, so once you have it cooked, drain the fat before you make. If you are like at all somebody who likes good food, you know you need to throw spice into stuff. And unless you really do hate yourself and you don't like spice, then, I mean, I guess you could skip this step, but that does mean, again, you're not a cool kid. I prefer red pepper flakes over cayenne just because it's real easy to just throw it in. And then now your empanadas taste like 20 times better. What you're gonna do is get something like, I don't know, a slotted spoon or a sieve, and just start putting your ground beef with the rest of your filling. And then this way you don't get all of this fat, because the bacon has a lot of fat, the ground beef has a lot of fat, and we cooked the onions and garlic in bacon fat. Get your filling, put it somewhere in your fridge. Perfect! Flour your work surface and get some flour and put it on your rolling pin so that it doesn't stick. Once you have that, you get your dough, unwrap it. I've already unwrapped mine. And then I put a bit too much, but you should have it floured so that it won't stick. You get your dough, and then I saw different things on the recipe. I am going to, where is it? There it is. Gosh. I'm going to use a pizza cutter because it's like the easiest thing to use in the world. And I'm going to cut it up, split in half first, reserve one half for later. All right, so form it back into like a little ball. And then once you have that, put it down and start rolling out your dough. Now you're gonna want to have your dough pretty thin. Like, imagine what you would want to like bite into, because I know a lot of recipes they'll say like do it half an inch, do it in an inch, or not a lot of recipes say an inch, do it like a quarter inch. But I, as a proud idiot, refuse to look at those, because it just doesn't ever work out for me. You follow it, tells you something different, never actually works. Make it into basically like a rectangle-ish. If you see, like, this is kind of like a circular rectangle, but it's whatever. All right, we're gonna have to move that back. I've got this on like some stand. I used a peanut butter jar and an oat jar to do, so yeah, seems fine to me. Keep it going. And then once you have it to your desired thickness, then you can start getting some kind of mold. Not like the stuff that grows on food if you don't put it in the fridge. Like a cookie cutter almost. I think I'll use like, they always say like 4 inch or so across. So, perfect. Dunkin' Donuts cup lid, because that's what I have on standby. So once you have it all rolled out, see how it sticks? That's why you flour it. Once you have it on standby, you should start pressing it down a bit. And then I'll be cutting these in a bit, but I'm just pressing it out so that you guys can see, or you can see, because it's not more than one person. See, if it's like this where it doesn't fit all the way, you can't even see that, then just smooth it out a bit more. And don't just think, oh, he can only do 3. I guess you only get 3 from this. I only used half the dough, and to add in, you can literally just like keep reforming this. Like, it's dough. It's not gonna go out of the fridge. And as I said, I was doing one with cheese in it. So let me throw in some cayenne, going back on my word, because I'm just like that. Then grab your cheese of choice. I'm using cheddar because I don't really want to waste my good cheese on any of this. And then throw in a crap ton because you're American. Now, once you get all your cheese in there, you do something really simple. Get your dough, and if you're like me, you accidentally malformed it, but whatever. Grab about a spoonful or so, however much can fit, with still having a good distance from the outside. So you've got that. Put it all in here, and then do something real simple. Just stretch it, stretch it, fold over. Now, I have made dumplings before, but it's a lot different than making dumplings, because dumplings, they're so easy. You really can just like, shit. Oops. You could really just form it. But here you're doing like a little pinch, or if you want to cheat, and who doesn't like to cheat when it comes to food, get a fork, do it like pie. Just start pressing it down and let that seal. And good tip is to let it rest in the fridge for a bit before you fry or bake it. That way the seal sets a bit. Now, once you've got your empanada like this, you can fry or bake. Forgot that again, I should probably show the finished product. So here is one of the ones that I've just been devouring. Doesn't look as good in this lighting, but I don't really care, and because they taste incredible. I think 10 out of 10. Don't skip out on the garlic part or the spice part though, because without it you're just eating like ground beef, and who likes that? Like that's just nasty. Very, very good, and a very flaky crust.